Hi, my name is Reese Hayes. Today we're going to talk about on why we should help homeless people. Many homeless people don't get the opportunities that we do today. One being healthy, good relationships, which is something you might never think of, but these people have no one to turn to at the end of the day. They're scrounging for anything they can get. They're just living day by day to try and survive. How would you feel if you were homeless? Didn't have anywhere to go, didn't have someone to text if you were in a bad situation and needed somewhere to stay. There's 567,000 people today in America, just in America, who are homeless. I live in Fayetteville. If you leave your room, if you wanted to go get something to eat at a fast food, if you just go on any main street, you are more than likely to come by someone who is homeless. I mean, it's a very prevalent thing today. There's a lot that still can be done, though. One being how wealthy our country is and what they could do for homelessness, but just haven't. So, America, if we used 1/7 of what we spend on our military to help homelessness wouldn't even be a thing anymore. We put in place for all these programs and stuff that are supposed to help, and they do, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they don't, but there's a lot of people who fall through the cracks. I mean, there's 567,000 people today who don't have a home. It's hard to have shelters, or it's hard to make sure everyone is treated fairly for homelessness. Also, the cost of living. The cost of living anywhere you go is going to keep going up and up and up and up as the years go on, just because there's less space to have for rooming, so the cost of living is going to shoot way up. For an example, in Florida and some of the main parts down there, the Keys or just some other places, the cost of living is $700,000. That's just like a median number, but they can't pay for that. These people, they live day to day, and it's not getting any better for anybody. So another thing people don't really think about is what people go through on a daily basis as a homeless person. Just to start it off, like during the daytime, there's two types of homeless people. There's the people who are slackers, who genuinely just don't care for anything better in life, and then there's people who physically can't or mentally can't. You know, there's these people every day, I'm talking every day, they might go and look for jobs, but they can't. There's nothing they can do about it, so they're left with nothing. And it only gets harder as the day goes on every day. Trying to find a place to sleep at night, there's only so many beds a homeless shelter can fit in a certain area, and in big populated areas that might be hard to do. And then my last one is domestic violence. One thing people don't really realize is how bad domestic violence is and how it also incorporates with homelessness. 38% of all homeless people have interacted or been a part of some form of domestic violence. And these people who are a part of the abuse or in some shape, way, or form or fashion have something to do with it. They feel like they have nowhere to turn or nowhere to go, so they just end up homeless because they don't have any place to go for their families. And there's also a lot of programs for that as well. And there is a lot of stuff out there that is good for homeless people, but there's just so many more things we could do. And it's not even little things. I know it might seem like helping in small ways, like giving food or giving a little bit of money, and I know it might seem like it might go a long way in that time with that one person, but in reality, we have to end this thing as a whole. It's not just this one person. There has to be a bigger cause, and there's something that we need to do about it. And just to wrap it up, basically, even though we do our best to help homeless people, there's still a lot of things that can be done. There's programs that we could come up with. There's good initiatives that we could start. There's stuff that we could do. And I know many people don't realize all that goes on with homelessness and why all these people end up here, and it might not look a certain way, but just know these people really do struggle, and they struggle to even find a bed at night. So, yeah, thank you.